Yes guys, this is Nearly Last and welcome. In this video what we're going to be talking about is players online in regards to Infinite Warfare and Call of Duty 4 Remastered. Now what I mean by this is the actual players that are going to be playing online throughout all the game modes on Call of Duty 4 Remastered and Infinite Warfare, and whether or not as the year progresses we are going to have quite a bit of a major problem, because as we know with this year's installment of Call of Duty we are going to be getting two titles. Now for a lot of people they've never actually played Call of Duty 4 before. Personally for me, I played it a little bit on multiplayer side of it, only recently I might add, but a lot of people have never actually played it online before. So to a lot of people this is a brand new game along with Infinite Warfare as well. So we're going to have that boots back on the ground, and then with Infinite Warfare we are going to be obviously keeping in line sort of with Black Ops 3 with the movement system, but obviously we're going to be setting out into space. So it's going to be catering for both sides, going to keep both sides quite happy. But in regards to actual the player numbers online, we are going to still pretty much have the same sort of, the community fan base. There's going to be pretty much the same amount of numbers of games being sold as what there was for, say, like Black Ops 3. So let's say per se that we sell the exact same numbers as Black Ops 3. Now, if we look at Black Ops 3 right now, and you look at the actual players online, okay, it doesn't show the numbers, but once you get down to certain playlists, there is absolutely nobody playing in those playlists whatsoever. Now, you obviously got Team Deathmatch, which is the most populated one, then you've got Domination, and then you've got a few other ones there filtering in between. But in regards to that, they are pretty small. Now, if you look forward to this year's Call of Duty titles, we're going to have two titles, but the exact same amount of players, but spread over two games. Now, don't get me wrong, I think at the very start we're not going to be doing too bad. Everybody's going to be trying out things. I would imagine that even people that don't even want to play Infinite Warfare, they only really want Call of Duty 4 Remastered. But because you've got to buy both of them together, I would imagine some people, they're going to be trying it out just for the sake of it, just because they got the game. But like I say, at the start, I think we should be okay. But as the year progresses, I am going to get a little bit worried, because especially if you look on the Xbox One side of it, Xbox One now, you've got World at War, you've got the original Black Ops. I would imagine there's going to be other installments. Okay, they're not remastered, but they are now backwards compatible. So for a lot of people, they actually quite enjoy the older games, and they're quite happy to stick with those older games until obviously next year, 2017, where I would imagine we could be going back to boots on the ground. So in regards to the Xbox One side of things, you've got quite a few installments of Call of Duty. A lot of people are going to be sticking with Black Ops 3. Dare I say it, people are still playing Call of Duty Ghosts, Advanced Warfare, and things like that. So the COD community is itself, maybe it grows a little bit each particular year, but now all these games have made its way onto the Xbox One. I would imagine it's going to cause quite a bit of a problem with the actual fan base being spread out over so many games and so many playlists. And for me personally, I think it could prove a little bit of a problem. Now, on the PlayStation 4 side of things, obviously this isn't backwards compatible whatsoever. So we are pretty much going to have the ones that are obviously started on the next generation consoles, and then we're obviously going to be having the ones that are coming up. Now, for me personally, as a PlayStation user, I would imagine still we are going to have some slight problems coming next year. I would imagine once we get to especially like February kind of time, I would imagine that the numbers are going to be so divided that the playlists are going to be really hard to actually, actually get a game on. So say you fancy other particular game modes, say Uplink, if Safeguard returns, Hardpoint, things like that, I would imagine those particular game modes are going to be extremely hard to play. It's going to come down to pretty much your Team Deathmatch and Domination, maybe Search and Destroy as well. And I feel that with the way that these two games are coming out, I know Activision said that they don't mind more people playing Call of Duty 4 Remastered than Infinite Warfare or anything else like that. It's more of a get-out clause. But in regards to that, we're still going to have the same amount of people online pretty much, but they are going to be spread out of so many games. I feel that this could lead to a major problem in the coming months. As soon as we get past Christmas, I could see things really dwindling down, especially if people are really taking to Battlefield 1 and also Titanfall 2 as well. But anyway, guys, this my little queries, a little bit of worrying that I've got about the upcoming Call of Duty titles. I'm both psyched about both titles for me personally. I can't wait to play Infinite Warfare, and I can't wait to play Call of Duty 4 Remastered. So I will be jumping on to both games, but like I say, I do think this could be a bit of a problem in the near future. But let me know, guys, exactly what you're thinking about this. It'd be absolutely fantastic. But coming up on my screen now is the subscribe button. Make sure you're jumping on that. And guys, if you could drop a like for me, it'd be absolutely amazing. This is Nearly Last, and I'll catch you later.